Section 2.2 has a brief, and by brief I mean one paragraph history of the movement from matter being composed of earth, air, water, and fire up to John Dalton's ideas and proofs and evidence towards the theory of individual atoms. Now, I'm not a big fan of memorizing dates or names, so you do not have to memorize dates or names, so I just want to give you a really quick overview, in keeping with that one paragraph amount in the book, of what came at what times. Okay, so it's just kind of for your own information. So Leucippus and Democritus, back about 400 to 500 years BC, were the first people to really, in recorded history at least, say that matter might be composed of small indestructible particles, which is where we get the name atoms from, the word atomos. Now, they also postulated, amazingly enough, that there were different kinds of atoms, and that each was different in size and in shape, which is pretty much consistent with the current theory of things about 2,500 years later. Now, at the same time, though, Plato and Aristotle, who were much more popular and much more highly thought of, supported the idea that matter could be chopped up infinitely, that there wasn't any smallest, tiniest particle of matter, that it was just this continuous medium, and that it was composed of air, earth, water, and fire, that those were the four elements of the universe, and that they're in various proportions, and that's what made everything else up, and that you can convert or separate these different things, different pieces. And from that point, you had about 2,000 years of the main ideas of these things still being earth, air, water, and fire, until eventually in the 1400s, 1500s-ish, Copernicus had published a text. This was that great "the earth goes around the sun, not the sun goes around the earth" in publication. People had thought this before Copernicus, but Copernicus was kind of the one that is credited most with this and had published on this in terms of a book. Cue in the scientific revolution, where people started favoring a lot more ideas based on observation as opposed to just the experiment based on thought. And various scientists later, various theories later, we get to John Dalton in the late 1700s, early 1800s, who put together evidence to support the ideas that Leucippus and Democritus were right in terms of what they had for their vision of the atom.